Steel bite protocol review. Do this 60 seconds dental trick before going to bed tonight to rebuild your teeth and gums and get rid of tooth decay. Users say it's better than implants. Stop bleeding and receding gums, while you regain their healthy look and feel. Stop the pain and infections. This alone will save your thousands in painful root canals and other dental bills. Make the ugly plaque buildup literally fall, shed away your teeth. Escape gingivitis and periodontal diseases. Get rid of bad breath and all the embarrassing moment caused by it. Enjoy the confidence of having whiter teeth, without cavities. Never have to throw your savings on dental implants and risk nerve damage or even facial paralysis. And never, ever have to go to the dentist. Hi, my name is Thomas Spear, and 1 year ago I almost choked to death on a tooth that fell while I was asleep. I was all alone in the dark bedroom. With no one in the world to help me. Hopelessly trying to gasp for air again and again and again. Until finally, somebody up there must have really loved me. I coughed. I coughed blood all over the sheets and pillows. And one tooth. I never, not even in 1,000 years, would have thought such a thing as even possible. But even though it was the most terrifying experience from my entire life, it was that precise nightmarish moment that sent me on a completely unexpected journey that opened my eyes to the sick and deadly practices of the dental industry. Helped me find out what's really happening inside the body when your gums are bleeding. And eventually lead me to the discovery of a completely natural and inexpensive method that makes it possible for you to effortlessly regenerate all your gums, while super cementing your teeth no matter how advanced your tooth decay is. In the following 5 minutes, I'll show you why. Gum disease, tooth decay or bad breath have nothing to do with how good your oral hygiene is, but with predatory bacteria buried deep inside your gums, eating at your roots and spreading like a plague to your throat, nose and airways. And, no matter what your doctor tells you, not even the deepest cleaning treatments can reach and destroy these bacteria that are tirelessly lurking inside your mouth even when your teeth seem fine. But, once you'll find out what you can do about it, not only will you have the power to get rid of your bleeding gums, bad teeth and bad breath once and for all, but you'll also never have to face a dentist for horrifying procedures again. Because this solution is so simple that you can prepare it right now in your own home in less than 60 seconds. And so incredibly powerful that it has been clinically proven to work regardless of your age, medical condition or the severity of your tooth decay. Without you having to spend a single red cent on endless dental treatments, dangerous chemical-filled medications, painful tartar removal, risky surgeries, or implants. In fact, this cheap method is so amazing that not only did it send shockwaves across the medical establishment, but many doctors see it as a miraculous key that can unlock gum and teeth rejuvenation. Yes, I know how incredible this sounds, especially if you've been suffering from tooth decay and terrible pain thinking there's no escape whatsoever. But even if your dentist has crushed your hopes by saying that it's too late, that you're bound to throw all your hard-earned savings on teeth reconstruction and implants, it's crucial that you stick with me until the very end of my story, because in a few moments, you'll soon be able to save your teeth and smile with confidence once again. Just imagine. No more throbbing pain, no more inflamed, bleeding gums and bad breath. No more risking serious infections or stuffing yourself with medications hoping the pulsating tooth agony will stop for just 1 second. Never having to cover your mouth or feel embarrassed. Instead, eating whatever you want, whenever you want. Talking, smiling and taking pride in showing your pearly whites. Being able to kiss your wife or your kids without seeing them turning their heads away. And never ever having to set foot in a dental office again. You see, after getting a job as a taxi driver, I started working long hours, especially at night, fueling up on coffee and sweets to stay awake or just find the energy to carry on. At first, I used to carry a toothbrush in my glove box and wash my teeth in gas stations, but after a while I was just too exhausted for that. Few months later, my gums started bleeding. First time, I noticed the toothpaste I spitted out turned slightly pink. Then, each time I got to brush my teeth, I spitted out blood in the sink. No big deal, I thought, I have more important things to worry about. A little bleeding from brushing can happen to anyone, nothing wrong with that, right? Wrong, spitting out blood after brushing is dead wrong. It's true, it happens to more people than you think. A whopping 56% of Americans suffer from some form of gum disease. But this does not make it any less serious. You're about to see inside this presentation why you should never ignore this sign. So, not long after, something embarrassing happened. At school, the other teachers kept turning their heads away when I was talking to them. Or just made a step back to keep a distance. And once I've even overheard a few of my students calling me Beetlejuice. If you don't know who that is, well, it's a movie character with rotten, horrible teeth. When I heard them, I just wish the ground would open and swallow me. I went to the bathroom and looked at my teeth in the mirror. Yellow, with swollen and irritated gums. And as hard as it was to admit, it was my breath that kept driving everybody away. Which explained why Hannah kept avoiding kissing me or even hugging me. But what really hurt like hell was when I wanted to take my granddaughter, Sarah, into my arms, and she started crying. I don't wanna. You make me vomit. Still, the worst was yet to come. Pain. Terrible, never-ending, pulsating pain, even after popping painkillers like Tic Tacs. I was always moody. Always tired. Avoided to talk to people as much as I could. Did you know that you have to wait for 1.5 years to know if your dental implant is a success or not? Implants are usually a two-part process, first putting in the implant, then waiting for the area to heal and covering it with a crown 6 to 3 to 4 months later. And then, only if 1 year passes without infections or other complications, can you finally breathe a sigh of relief. As if this depressing list wasn't, the dentist dropped the second bomb on me. I needed surgery. As you can imagine, it was not easy. And I can't tell you how many times I almost gave up. Well, there sure is a higher power out there, because barely 3 weeks later, I finally found the one thing that changed everything. That would end up giving me and over 57,000 other people just like yourself their good, strong teeth and gums back. Now, here's what exactly happens inside your mouth when you have gum disease. It all starts with these dangerous bacteria lurking deep inside your gums. The bacteria are like small termites that are relentlessly chewing on your teeth and gums, leaving them bleeding and inflamed. You might have gotten the bacteria from food, water, or even from kissing or drinking after somebody else. In time, the bacteria, along with food debris, multiply, accumulate and form the so-called plaque and calculus. The calculus plaque is like a toxic mold that spreads on your teeth walls, causing bad breath and providing an excellent home for the bacteria to thrive in. Most of the times, your body's natural defense system succeeds in healing the swelling. But there's a catch to it: scars remain. This means that, after every inflammation episode, your gums retract. Ultimately, they are too weak or too loose to hold your teeth. Not only that, but another disturbing thing happens. And you need to take action fast. The next numbers are nothing less than frightening, but the good news is there's a simple way out of all of these, and you're going to discover it soon. According to a study conducted by the University of Michigan, there are 20 billion bacteria in your mouth. These bacteria reproduce every 5 hours. If you go 24 hours without cleaning your teeth, and I'm going to show you the most efficient way to clean your teeth inside this presentation, those 20 billion become 100 billion. And after they feed on your gums, they start devouring the ligaments that hold your teeth and supports the bones. Your teeth loosen. The roots get fractured. And it's only a matter of time until you'll face infections, throbbing pain and tooth decay. If you're thinking as I did back then all you have to do is clean your mouth of bacteria, think again. 1. How and why does Steel Bite Protocol work? Well, the way the protocol works is pretty simple actually. Gum disease, tooth decay or bad breath have nothing to do with how good your oral hygiene is, but with a life-threatening bacteria buried deep inside your gums, eating at your roots and spreading like a plague to your throat, nose and airways. No teeth cleaning method can reach the places where the dangerous bacteria hides, and the only substance that can reach the bacteria hiding place is your saliva. The only solution is to turn your saliva into an incredibly powerful disinfectant and teeth strengthener by using natural but extremely potent ingredients. This method is really inexpensive, as all you need are a few items from the local store. 2. Is this protocol for everyone? Yes. Steel Bite Protocol is non-invasive, risk-free and was designed for people of all ages and medical conditions. 3. What exactly is included in the program? Once you've clicked the Buy Now button you see below, you'll get access to the entire protocol. That includes a comprehensive list of all the teeth-saving ingredients. You'll also be shown exactly how to combine them in order to get the powerful reactions that will destroy all the termite bacteria and rejuvenate your entire mouth. You'll also be given the exact portions of each ingredients to be combined with other items, and be told what time of day to use the method for best results. Get it now for $49. 4. What kind of results can I expect to see? More than 57,000 people have now used the Steel Bite Protocol, and the results have been remarkable. However, it depends on how quickly your body responds to the ingredients used in the protocol. Some people see changes faster, while others may take longer. So, please allow at least 3 weeks to see a dramatic improvement. Here's what I discovered next. No dental or medical method can destroy the gum-eating bacteria, and here's why. This is not something you're going to hear from your dentist because they have no interest in you knowing this. Normally, doctors recommend brushing your teeth at least twice a day, flossing or going through dental scaling procedures to get rid of the bacteria and tartar. But here's where it all goes wrong. No matter how well you clean your teeth, at least 10% of the bacteria will remain hidden inside the gum pockets. Why? Because no traditional or advanced dental cleaning method can reach that deep. Electronic toothbrushes don't stand a chance of removing the teeth-eating bacteria as they only deal with the surface of the teeth. Dental floss might be good to clean the dental debris but is very aggressive on your already inflamed gums. Mouthwash might cover the entire area and go deeper under the gums but is not powerful enough to break the plaque. Actually, all it does is to attack your taste buds. While dental scaling, the deepest method of teeth cleaning, has to be done at least once a week, often because the bacteria re-spreads fast. But, if done too often, dental scaling destroys the enamel. And without the enamel protecting your tooth, you will scream with pain, that I can guarantee. Now, if your tooth falls, and you do have the money for an implant and you're also lucky enough for the operation to be a success, guess what? The bacteria can always cause an infection around the implant, resulting in inflammation of the gums and, in the worst cases, leading to bone loss in the jaw itself. Plus, note that even if a tooth looks perfect at the surface, the remaining 10% of bacteria are still chewing on its roots. Moreover, every time you do one of the following things, the bacteria become even more resistant. 1. Eating hard food. Yes, I know how that sounds. But every time you take a bite, the bacteria go even deeper. Why? Because you put an incredible amount of pressure on your teeth, up to 141 pounds. Therefore, sheltering the colony of termites deep inside the gums. 2. Same thing happens at night if you're grinding your teeth. Chances you're doing during your sleep are very high, as up to 50% of Americans suffer from this condition, yet few are aware of it. So, what in the world could be powerful enough to reach the bacteria, destroy it for good and clean the plaque? I was stuck. But not for long. As I met one of the most respected medical researchers. Dr. St. Initials used to protect identity. He came every morning into the library and read tons of books on plants and herbs. His smile was so perfect that I couldn't help but stare every single time he greeted us. One time I just couldn't refrain myself. I'm sorry to bother you, but I couldn't not notice your teeth. I bet you had a lot of work done. Actually, none at all. So, we got to talking. St. was retired for the past 2 years, and if he was to say the one thing he had learned in all his 40 years of medical research was that plants were far superior to drugs. His impeccable teeth were actually the result of a homemade, soft bubble gum that he'd been chewing on every morning. Hearing all these, I began sharing my story. The terrible night I almost choked to death on my tooth, my gum disease and all the embarrassment and pain it had caused me, the surgery. And what I had discovered about the indestructible termite bacteria. You know. St said, after listening carefully to my every word. There's one and only one thing that reaches every corner of your mouth and goes under your gums, your saliva. Seeing that I didn't quite understand what he was explaining, St continued. The most important role of your saliva is to protect your teeth and gums. That's why it has antibacterial properties and contains lots of minerals and proteins. That's why the saliva is designed by nature to reach every corner of your mouth and go deep under your gums. Meaning, it has access, so to say, to the places where the bacteria thrive. The only problem is, its power is limited. And, without any help, it can't possibly break all the tartar or fight millions of multiplying bacteria by itself. Then, it hit me. The solution, turning saliva into the most powerful disinfectant that would break the tartar and destroy all the termite bacteria. But how? After giving it some thought, St came to my rescue once again. These little-known ingredients, herbs, plants and oils, used in precise quantities, will dissolve into your saliva, transforming it into an ultimate weapon that will break the existing plaque and tartar that have been loosening your gums and creating a comfortable environment for the termite bacteria, locate the bacteria colonies and destroy them by drowning them in purifying substances that will also fight the bleeding and inflammation, tighten your loose gums and cement the teeth roots, strengthen your teeth crowns by filling them with minerals and vitamins. This step is a lot like repairing cracked walls. Form a permanent shield for your teeth and gums, making them indestructible against future bacteria or food debris. And all you have to do is follow a few step-by-step instructions. Here's an example, just to illustrate how easy it is. 1. Take 1 spoonful of a natural herb powder that we like to call the bacteria exterminator because it can act faster than antibiotics. 2. Add 30 milliliters of an oil that Australian commanders secretly used to treat their gums and infected wounds on the battlefield. 3. Blend and chew the soft mixture for 1 minute, then spit it out. Back to this day I don't know why St agreed to help me gather all the secret recipes, remedies and formulas. After the first day, I didn't feel a thing. Well, maybe hope, which was still something I thought that I'd lost forever. But when I woke up the second morning, something had clearly changed. There was no more blood after brushing. I just couldn't believe that for the first time in months I wasn't spitting blood like in a horror villain. The 5th day I just could believe my eyes, more than half of the plaque had disappeared. The 11th day my heart stood still, my front tooth wasn't moving anymore. Seeing my progress, I gathered a list of 20 people I knew who suffered from various forms of gum disease and asked them to discreetly test out our formula. Every single person accepted immediately, especially because no one needed to leave their house, as we personally delivered them the protocol and ingredients. They each received a daily report form to follow their progress. I was prepared to wait at least a week for the initial reports to come back. But what happened next was amazing. Even after 3 or 4 days, I was getting call after call from everyone in the study, claiming their gums and teeth felt like new. They were stunned. I was even more shocked at how quickly my gum swelling and tooth pain went away. Honestly, when I woke up one morning and felt no ache, and no metallic taste in my mouth, I thought for a second that I was dead. On week 3, my gums had tightened back up and completely reattached to my teeth. By week 4, it was like my gum disease had never happened. Plus, the shade of my teeth was a lot lighter. Not only that, but, according to my wife, I wasn't grinding my teeth in my sleep anymore. My life was completely normal again. I could finally smile, eat whatever I pleased, and nobody would ever judge me for how my teeth looked. And it wasn't just me. When I went to collect the reports from the other subjects in my initial study, the results I saw were astounding. Not a single person reported tooth pain, gum inflammation, plaque or bad breath. And most importantly, no loose teeth. Inside you'll find all the secret ingredients and potent formulas organized in one easy-to-follow guide that you can use to rebuild your gums and teeth today. Once all the bacteria are destroyed, this protocol will help you. Even though some of these methods are pretty unexpected, they can be used by anyone, at any age, regardless of their medical condition. Even after years of neglect and decline. Plus, as you already know, all you need are a few cheap, natural ingredients that you can buy from the local store. To date, more than 57,000 Americans just like you have already used the Steel Bite protocol personally, or shared it with a loved one. And across the board, the results are incredible. So, go ahead and say maybe by clicking the Buy Now button below right now.